Okay, I got some breaking news coming off the news wire. Joe Dumars is going to be president of basketball operations. He's going to be replacing David Griffin. He will be president of basketball operations for the New Orleans Pelicans. All right, they're close to signing him. I think the deal has already been done. If they already gave up and fired David Griffin, but this move, if you look at Joe Dumars' resume, particularly in the front office, he's been solid on the front office. He was in the front office when the Detroit Pistons won their title many moons ago. It hasn't been that many moons ago, but it's been a minute. And I feel like this is a great decision for the New Orleans Pelicans. This will make the franchise, and David Griffin, he did the best he could with that franchise. There's a lot of decisions he made that just did not pan out. And it's like this: you can't fire the owner. As of right now, you can't get rid of the players. So you need to make an immediate change and an immediate impact. Is the GM or the president of basketball operations. So, yeah, those positions, you can get rid of. Now, I don't know about the coaching staff. I don't know if Joe Dumars want to insert a new coach, a new staff. That will be determined in the as far as the offseason. I don't think they're going to wait until the offseason. I think those moves will be done in the next couple of weeks. But if you look at the New Orleans Pelicans, they got Zion, but I think as of right now, the Zion experiment is over. Obviously, when you're making a decision and you're making a move this massive, Joe Dumars is probably going to, well, not probably. He's definitely throwing fillers out there to see if there's a team interested in Zion Williams. Looking at Zion Williams, what teams are interested in him? Obviously, it's going to be a team that's trying to put butts in seats. Zion Williams is still a solid player. Zion Williams has the potential of being elite as well. Let's just say superstar. And there are some teams desperate that's trying to sell tickets. And there are teams out there that is a couple of players away. Zion Williams, when he's on the court, he performs. He performs good. It's just Zion Williams getting him to the point, getting him on court. Now, for those out there that's just going to give up on him and just say, "Look, he's never going to play 82 games." We had this same conversation with Anthony Davis. And I'm first on the record. I'm first in line. Told you about Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is great when he's on the court. The problem with Anthony Davis is, can you keep him on the court? And even though it's a problem, it's not a significant problem than Zion Williams. First and foremost, Zion Williams he's going to have to lose some weight. And I think there's a clause in his contract. If he's at a certain weight, he gets penalized for it. I just think Zion Williams, to be perfectly honest with you, Zion Williams just needs a change of scenery. Just a change of scenery. Maybe Joe Dumars can flip Zion Williams for some picks, maybe some players, but the haul for Zion Williams is not going to be big. You're not going to get 4 or 5 picks for Zion Williams. You're not going to get a player. You're probably going to get someone else's trash because that team is going to look at Zion Williams the same way. May not perceive Zion Williams the way you perceive him. But like I said, Zion Williams, might go to a team that's trying to put butts in seats, having a hard time selling their arena. Having Zion Williams on your team could do that. But to me, I think Zion Williams, needs a new home. I think Joe Dumars is that person that can. That obviously, when you're making a move like this, you're changing your future, and I don't see a future with Zion Williams with the New Orleans Pelicans. I just don't see it. Zion Williams, the experiment is over. I felt like David Griffin should have traded Zion Williams a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. Hopefully turns his fortunes around. But, or he could have speeded this up a lot quicker and lost his job a year or two ago. So, yeah. That's all I got for this, guys. Tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the flip side.